getting so sick of being night forked.
Well, let's go over how to stop getting night fork.
What are you talking about?
Well, there's some secrets.
Really? Okay, let's look.
Okay, so this position, black has annoyingly checked white's king.
Where's the Black King?
And this is for demonstration purposes only.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so here is the superpower. If you're able to put the king diagonally, with one square diagonally between the king and knight, this knight, if you leave your king standing there now, it will take a minimum of 3 moves for that knight to check your king.
What?
That's correct.
Okay. What if you can't stand there?
Well, okay, but if you're able to, like, say you got a pawn majority, you just want to move pawns, you can go like that, and that knight won't bother you for a while.
That's a pretty good trick. The one square diagonally is the superpower.
Okay, now let's go back. So, plan B, though, is if you go stand right beside the knight, he cannot immediately check you. It'll be 2 moves for him to check you if you stand there. But if you go stand right beside him, he can't check you.
Okay, pretty cool.
Okay? Which brings up an interesting point. Like, see how the knight's on a dark square and the king's on a white light square? Well, generally, if you want to avoid being forked, if you see the knight on a dark square, then put your king on a light square. Look at.
You said that the first example you were both standing on a white square.
Yeah, I guess it is a bit confusing. You got to be careful. But if you're blowing out speed chess, and the knight goes here, you see him on a white square, go to a dark square. He can never check you. Dark square, go to a light square. He can never check you. See?
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, what else?
Well, here's what you have got to avoid doing if you want to avoid getting checked and knight forked.
Okay, show them.
Do not go right beside the knight diagonally, because you can get checked every time. See, look at check. And if you go, say you go diagonally here, look at check, check. You see that?
Pretty cool. So don't be diagonally right beside the knight, or it can chip you.
Yep.
Okay, why don't we throw a queen or something out there?
Okay, let's do that. Okay, so how to avoid getting your pieces forked in a massive time scramble, say. Okay, so here we go. If you look at the queen is on a white square and the king is on a dark square. So what you want to do is do not have these pieces on the same colored squares. If you have them on different color squares at all times, they cannot be forked. Maybe your king will get checked, but you will not lose your queen.
Why not?
Well, we'll watch. Okay, so now if white were to go here, say, and make the mistake of C's on a white square, black goes, thank you, check, wins the queen. Okay, no good. So what white has to do is, in order to avoid any kind of queen fork, just go to any dark square. Look at ding on a white square and a dark square. The knight can never fork you if you're on different colored squares.
That's a neat trick. Okay, what else?
Here's an example of using the rule of making sure the pieces that you want to avoid getting forked are on different colored squares. For example, if white just moves his pawn up 1, they're both on light squares, and look at they get forked.
You should have pushed it 2 squares.
Okay, let's look at that. Put it back. Okay, so if he goes here, this pawn's on a light square, this pawn's on a dark square, and there's no way to fork the pawns because they're on different colored squares.
This is a handy trick, eh?
Yep, and you're sounding a little Canadian.
Well, that's what country we're in.
As an interesting side note, your 2 bishops can never ever be forked by a knight.
Let me guess. Because they're on different colored squares.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Let's do some more stuff against the knight. We'll show you some tricks.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so in this position, it's white's turn.
It's weirding me out that there's no kings.
This is for illustration purposes only.
Okay.
So, white moves the bishop and attacks the knight. Now, this is a good example of the saying, night on the rim is dim. So black puts his knight there,
That looks pretty dim.
and white comes up with the awesome boom. Look at this bishop move now cuts the knight off completely. The knight is trapped.
Whoa, that's a pretty good trick. Any more trap the knight tricks?
Okay, let's look at some more. A rook versus a knight. And if you were to grab the rook and sit him right here, look at ding, the knight can go to these four squares, but this rook completely controls all of them. The knight is now trapped. All you got to do is walk your king over and win the knight.
There's no king on the board.
In this example, black checks the white king. The white king is annoyed. He goes standing directly beside the knight.
Yes, that's what we talked about. If you go right beside him, he can't check you anymore.
Right, correct. Okay, so now the knight runs to the corner for safety.
I don't recommend going to the corner.
Why not?
Well, I'll show you. Okay, so the knight's in the corner. So pay attention. And the knight can go here and here. All the king has to do is go bang. Look at attacks the knight. The knight's escape squares are covered. The knight is lost.
Very good.
Okay, well that was fun. Fun talking. So, do you want to blow it again at a bullet game?
Yeah, try another bullet game.
Okay, let's go. Know what you need is a studio.
What are you paying for it? Okay, let's play bullet game. So we'll play the Dutch against the London because that's my favorite to do against it.
They're really humdinging. Oh, oh, he pre-moved. No take back. Sorry.
No take back.
Because if you do a take back and then you lose your queen, they won't do a take back from you. I see it all the time. Now they're gonna let the clock run out, and you win. See that? I've seen this many times. Somebody's like, "Can I do a take back?" And then you do it, and then when you ask for a take back, they decline it. So screw them. Do not accept take backs. Victory is at hand. 20 seconds. Yeah, just make the studio and make the place look more professional while filming.
Well, I mean, with what money are we doing this with?
Well, why don't you ask for donations?
No, we don't do that.
Okay, look at the time. And you win! Good game! Haha, sucky!
Be nice.
Well, he is.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching the night stuff, and
So remember, the secret power is have one square diagonally, and you can't be checked for 3 moves.
yeah, as long as you don't move the king.
Yeah, okay. Alright, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
So you're black. Your pawns are going this way, obviously. Okay, so look at white there. Doubled rooks on the 8th rank. So white's got a material advantage hard here. So white's last move there, he just challenges rook. He get rid of that rook, and that'd be fantastic. Just convert that material advantage. Okay, but the problem for white is it's black's turn. Okay, so I want you to have at it and pause video, and I'll stand by. Okay, we're back. So alrighty, so now if you went rook take rook, nah, just loses, eh? Okay, today's puzzle, it's actually a mate in one. I never said that. Maybe it's in the title, I hope so. Okay, so you grab your rook there now, and you put the rook right here. And it's checkmate, look at, wow, look at that nice move, eh? The knight protects the rook, look at, right in the middle of the board. Look at knight and rook combo. So let's see. The king can't go here. So his own stuff's in the way. The rook controls all this. The knight controls that square, and the rook controls here, and this pawn. Wow, that's like a work of art there. Now that you see that though from time to time, eh? Knight and rook can really do a combo there now, and you really get checkmate, and you're like, oh, what I get checkmate? Eh? I didn't realize knight and rook were look work so together. I can't even talk. It's because I'm from Canada, you know. And anyway, well, you better hit stop here now. I'll see you next puzzle later now. Okay, bye.